Let's take a look here at the next drill in our breaststroke kick series. So this is a drill that we really like for athletes to really feel the height of the kick. We like doing this also in different positions. So this is going to be called a heel touch on the back. I actually find that this drill is a little bit easier to teach on the back because the athlete doesn't have to worry being so much on their stomach, taking a breath. So just kind of, again, minimizing some of the things that you have to be able to do in addition to also learning the movement. Hands here are going to be at the side, and then what we're going to want to see is that the heels then go and the fingertips have to touch the heels just like they would right here. This ultimately is going to help the swimmers learn as far as how high the heels are going to have to go to be able to come to get the most amount of power there for the breaststroke kick. The thing here we would want to make sure that we're watching is going just to be that the knees minimize or really shouldn't be breaking the surface. So our athlete here could use just some a little more reps with this drill. We'll kind of see those knees kind of coming up and flaring. So we would want to see the heels drop a little bit more, then come into touching the fingertips with the heels as they're moving. But this is a great drill to really be able to help athletes also discover their kick and also what to do underwater. So we'll take a look underwater here momentarily on that takeoff view as far as what we would kind of want to see. But from a top view here on that takeoff, that's overall pretty good. So we would, again, just want to make sure those knees stay in and that we're touching. So again, here we see fingertips there making contact. And then what we'd want to watch is just that the knees don't flare out. We want to make sure that everything kind of stays about right here, staying along that hip line right there. There we're doing a really nice job. When those feet get to the bottom point, then we want to flare those, extend those ankles out so that we're going to catch water on the inside of the calf, then also on the inside of the foot, and then make a more of a complete movement going around, snapping those legs together right there. So here our athlete could get a little bit more, pressure of the kick on the inside of the foot here to really drive out. And then we just kind of repeat that process. So kind of see here how the athlete stops their kick almost kind of right here, and then the feet kind of collapse together. So we want to see just a little bit more, again, dropping those knees down, bring around, and then snapping so that the feet finish up here a little bit more toward the surface. A little secret that we like to give our breaststrokers is when that kick finishes to just curl those toes so that everything kind of feels that it's coming together, allowing the feet to come up here a little bit more toward the surface. And we just then kind of keep repeating that cycle. This is a really great drill for breaststroke. On our return view, again, we're looking kind of for those same items. Just want to watch that the knees minimize or don't break the surface of the water here. And then we just also want to make sure that we are watching the legs staying, the knees more so kind of staying right along or even just slightly outside the hip line as we're performing the movement. And we just keep pulling that cycle. So just make sure that those heels keep touching, and then we keep moving. On the return view underwater, not too much to watch. Just again, we want to make sure that we see those heels kind of come down as we set the touch. So here, there we go. There, it's a little more in frame right there. Just again, really make sure at this point that the feet are turned out so that we're going to grab that water on the inside of the foot, turn them around, and then boom, push to the surface. We do that, we make sure that we have we'll make sure that we have a very, very, very strong, powerful kick to accompany our breaststroke. Overall, if you found some great value out of this, be sure to drop a like and subscribe.